For language development today, I want to start with a song. Class, stand. Let's sing A Sailor Went to CCC. A sailor went to CCC to see what he could see. All that he could see was the dark bottom of the sea. A sailor went to knee to see what he could knee. All that he could knee was the dark bottom of the knee. A sailor went to toe to see what he could toe. All that he could toe was the dark bottom of the toe. Are you ready to finish our song? Help me sing it. A sailor went to wash to see what he could wash. All that he could wash was the dark bottom of wash. Let's do it all together. Are you ready, boys and girls watching? Are you ready? A sailor went to CCC to see what he could knee. And all that he could toe was the dark bottom of the wash. Sit down. Good job. Hands right here in your lap. And all eyes on me. Well, today we're going to dive down to the bottom of the sea, to the deep, deep, deep ocean. Because, do you see what's on my paper today?
Jellyfish.
A jellyfish. Jellyfish. We were eating jelly beans. Is this something you could eat? No, but it does start with our brand new letter, jellyfish. Say it, jellyfish. There's our brand new letter. It looks like that great big capital J with the fishing hook right there. Well, a jellyfish you would find in the salt water. Where would you find it? In the salt water. When you go down to the beach, now where we are, boys and girls watching, we live in Pensacola, and we would go down to the Gulf. That's where our water is, in the Gulf, and it is salt water. And sometimes if you go down there, sometimes you could see jellyfish. They like to come right up to the top. They float right up to the top of the water, and sometimes they look like bubbles. Now these are the kind of bubbles you would not want to pop. You would not want to touch. The jellyfish, they will sting you. Do you see these right here? These are called tentacles. What are these called?
Tentacles.
Tentacles. These tentacles, oh, look at them. They will sting you. What will they do? Sting you. So you would not want to touch them. Now, they are beautiful. To look at jellyfish, they are beautiful. Sometimes they're really tiny, like a bubble. Sometimes you could walk out to the pier. The pier is like those long wooden steps that you can take out over the water, and you could walk all the way out there and you could look over, and sometimes you could see some pink or white bubbles in the water. Sometimes those are the jellyfish, and you could look at them, but you would not want to touch them. Even if you find a dead one, sometimes they wash up on the shore, and once they get out of the water, they will die if they're out of the water too much. Just like fish. If fish come out of the water, they will die. They need that water to breathe. The oxygen in the water, they need that to breathe. And just like that, the jellyfish, if you ever find one on the beach, maybe you're walking along the beach and you will see one, you can't touch it with your hands because it will sting you. I've been in the water before and I didn't see it, and it stung my leg, and oh, it stings so bad. It hurts worse than getting a shot. Have you ever had a shot? Maybe you had to have shots to come to school, and those hurt, don't they? It hurts for a little bit, and then maybe your leg is sore for a day or two. Oh, this is really bad. If you get stung by a jellyfish, it really hurts. So you don't really want to play with the jellyfish, but they are pretty to look at. And I've even seen them, now, not in real life, but I've been to places like aquariums, and I've seen them in books. They could be as big as a table. They get big. And then I've seen them so tiny. They are just super tiny. You can barely even see them. But God made them all so special in different sizes. Little tiny ones, medium-sized ones, big ones, large ones, and then huge ones. And they're so pretty. And when they float in the water, the way that they swim, they almost look like an umbrella when an umbrella opens up and closes and opens up and closes like this. That's how they swim. So they're swimming and they close and open and close and open. So it looks like an umbrella when they do that. Well, the jellyfish, look at it when it swims. Look right here. See it? Sometimes you'll see them and they're clear, like white, clear. And then sometimes you'll see them and they're pink. I've even seen them when they're purple. Oh, they're so pretty when they're purple. They're like a purpley blue color, and they'll get on the beach. Now, One time they were on the beach, and I took a stick from the beach, and I poked it just to see how it feels, because you can't touch them. It'll sting you. And it just does. It feels like a bowl of jelly. Have you ever eaten jelly or like Jell-O, and how it's kind of jiggly and it's squishy? That's what it feels like Jell-O. I like eating Jell-O with whipped cream, but it's kind of like that. And if you poke it, it will be all kind of squishy, and it kind of moves around like Jell-O. And I did that with a stick. Now, I wasn't trying to hurt it, but it was already dead. And I just wanted to see what it felt like without touching it, because even when they're dead, they can sting you still. Their stingers are still on there, and you don't want to touch it. So if you see one and you're walking along the beach, you might just step away from it. And if you see it swimming in the water, then you definitely want to stay away from it. And you want to get out of the water so that you don't touch it and get near it, because that's where they live. But they live in salt water. Where do they live?
Salt water.
They do. They live in salt water. Now, do you know why God gave them those tentacles? How do you say it? Tentacles. Tentacles. The reason why God gave them those tentacles is because they look very delicious to other fish. They do. And fish and other big fish and sharks and whales and things like that would want to eat them. But as soon as they would try to take a bite, those tentacles would sting them, and then the sharks or the fish or those other kind of big fish will get away from them and won't eat them. So that's like their protection. That keeps them from getting eaten. So that's why they have those tentacles on them, so that the big fish will not eat them. Even if it's a great big one, like a great big one that's the size of this table, a big shark or a big whale would want to eat it, but those tentacles would help protect them. So God knew how to protect those fish. God knows when he created each animal how to protect them. Some animals have those claws. Some of them have those big beaks. Some of them can change colors. We've learned lots of different creatures, haven't we? And God created the jellyfish. And the jellyfish, can it live out of water?
No.
No, it will die. It has to live in the water. And can it live in regular water, or does it have to live in salt water? Salt water. And what are those things called that will sting you? Tentacles. Yes, those are called the tentacles. And when you see one, what does it kind of look like?
Jelly.
Well, it does look like jelly floating around. That's what it feels like. But what does it look like? It'll look like a bubble, and you won't want to pop it, would you? Because you would get stung, and you don't want to get stung by those tentacles. Oh, it's so fun to learn about different creatures. Some live in the land, don't they? Some live in the forest. Some live in the ocean. Some we've learned that live all over our world. And jellyfishes you will find in the ocean, but we don't want to touch them. But they are really cool to look at. I love learning about God's creatures. And remember, if you see a jellyfish, don't touch them.